Welcome to Brainstorm MTG. I'm ELD, and this is Fast Effect Double Speed Magic the Gathering. Here we have the finals of our Wednesday night Legacy event. Rodney on Dreadstill versus Antiquities War from Kiefer, a spicy brew that he has been tinkering with. And Rodney looks to be firing off his namesake card early and often, Standstill. He has Mishra's Factory in play. That is going to put some downward pressure on Kiefer's life total. And it looks like he's going to go ahead and jam a Karn, which gets Force of Willed, pitching True Name Nemesis. Antiquities War likely going to have a very difficult time playing through multiple standstills here. Really not able to operate on instant speed, I would imagine. Here we go, another Master of Ethereum. This guy is going to be a 4/4. So outside of bolt range. Of course, the Mishra's Factories can easily keep him in check until more artifacts show up. Essentially trading 1 for 1. They can both block and pump, resulting in total power and toughness of basically a 6/6. And Torpor Orb, and a pair of Dreadnoughts. Well then, that's one way to come over the top. 24 damage has arrived, plus the factories. This is certainly took a turn for the worse here. Does Kiefer have some type of sweeper here? And no, he does not. So Rodney getting right past the small talk, down to business. A pair of Dreadnoughts followed up from that Torpor Orb. That is a hell of a way to end a game. So Standstill up a game here, and really, leaving Kiefer in a state of not exactly sure what direction to go in. Those standstills generated a huge amount of card advantage, so that's one problem to consider. But then there's also the explosiveness of the Dreadnoughts. It is not the easiest thing to play against. It's also not in anybody's testing gauntlet. It's not like people are actually aware of Dreadstill. Rodney's had a lot of success with the list, as have I actually over the years. I've played the deck to great impact in many events, but not recently. Rodney decided that True Name Nemesis was a card that he thought solved a lot of the problems that Dreadstill would face, which was decks being able to easily answer the Dreadnought kill. He feels that True Name just gives you an alternate path in the games where you've got the control elements. You can jam a True Name and just make sure that they don't win. And Mishra's Factory does really accentuate that. It turns it into a situation where you're basically hitting for 5 a turn so often. So it does speed up the clock quite a bit. Not as much as, say, equipping a True Name with equipment, like Sword of Fire and Ice. But it does, just enough to kind of speed up that clock. And even if they do find an answer to your Mishra's Factory, you still get the True Name there to mop things up. They're basically just delaying the inevitable. They really need to be in a situation where they're trying to win the game. If they're just trying to answer your True Name, it's going to be tough. So Rodney scrying on 6, Seed of the Synod for Kiefer. Into Ancient Tomb and Trophy Hunter. Going to be able to get a 3-drop, most likely Master of Ethereum. That's all we've seen from him so far. Master's only going to be a 1/1 for now, but don't expect that to be the case for long. Oh, and Force Field. What a spicy number that is. Force Field definitely makes Phyrexian Dreadnoughts much less exciting. Can he stick this? Karn gets Spell Pierced, so Kiefer looking to hold on to that Force Field until it's going to resolve. Rodney doing a little bit of fetching. Into True Name Nemesis. Is now the time for this Force Field? Looks like Kiefer might have a Force of Will as well. Oh, and there's an Antiquities War. That merits a Force of Will pitching Force. And True Name comes in. Corporate Orb gets forced. And there's a Trinket Mage. Pulling up the exact text on Antiquities War. So we got Chalice of the Void at 1 comes in. Antiquities War, the final step of that is artifacts you control become artifact creatures with power and toughness of 5 until end of turn. So basically a couple of ticks and then a lethal finale if that Antiquities War happens. We've got Force Field coming down, but Kiefer is down to just 5 life. So that Ancient Tomb would put him down to 3. That's the same as taking the hit from True Name. Let's see what happens here. This is a very close match. Down to 2. He can prevent as a talisman. Down to 5. This is very close. It looks going to be just 1 turn off. Is there a way to get extra damage on board? I don't think so. Rodney down to 1 Trophy Hunter and get a 3-drop. There's a Master of Ethereum, and that will not do. And Rodney able to push through the final damage with True Name, so even through Force Field, True Name finds a way to get there. This Dreadstill deck is something to consider. That's all for this one. If you enjoyed the video, please help grow the channel by subscribing. You'll be notified when we upload new videos like Fast Effect, Double Speed Magic with commentary, or Untapped, our raw tournament gameplay. Thanks for watching.